Hello and welcome, I'm Anne. Yesterday evening I shared the story of a moonrise seen at 35,000 feet above a cloud-enshrouded earth. A moment when the writer of that story, Max Myers, experienced a precious, special connection with God and in which every part of him sang in delightful harmony, he said, at one with God. This evening, I'd like to share a God moment that I experienced as I watched a sunrise recently. But before I get to that, I recently read a blog article by James Goll. In it, he said that God wants to renew our hearts and souls so that we will walk in a new level of his divine creativity. He is such a multifaceted creator, Gold said, endlessly creative in how he chooses to communicate. Our Father's voice comes to us in such a great variety of ways. Otherwise, we tend to get locked into set patterns. It is so good of God to temporarily shut down one channel in order to open another. He hasn't quit speaking. He is opening our hearts and minds to hear his voice in new ways. Well, at this time of restrictions, many of us are exploring new ways to communicate, full stop. I, for one, have never used Zoom for meetings and church services until I had to stay at home. The other day, I had a doctor's appointment on the phone rather than face-to-face, and my son has introduced me to something called Life Cake, so that I can regularly see photos and videos of my 3-week-old grandson who lives in England. Now, no doubt you are also finding new ways to communicate with the people who are in your life. Perhaps God is also using this time to get your attention in different but wonderful ways. God often uses the natural world to connect with us, and that's possible right on our front doorstep, in our backyards, even through the window panes of our home. Not long after the World Health Organization declared COVID-19 a pandemic, I'd just left my front steps to go to the car, and I looked up into the sky, and later I wrote about what I saw, and I'd like to share now what I wrote. The dawn, beautifully breathtaking, glorious, stupendous, praiseworthy. Above me, stars still shine in a dark sky. A crescent moon hangs slightly askew of Venus as it travels to the horizon. Not yet visible, the sun is making its presence felt. My eyes track the moon's shining white crescent to deeply russet clouds banded with dark grey. To the right lie clouds in smoking dark apricot banded with silver, smudged as by an artist's finger to a softer hue and texture, a contrast to intense dark grey and burning red at the sunrise's epicentre. How firm and sharp the striations closest to the sun's promised arc of travel, purposeful brush strokes slicing the sky. Smudged, lighter stripes streak into an as-yet exposed cloudscape. Fluffy cauliflower puffs of soft grey, haloed by apricot, lie scattered above the stripes. The artwork of God in all its splendour. The sun edges closer to the horizon's lip. Shades lighten almost imperceptibly. The dark dome above, now deep blue instead of black. Where the sun's rays catch, intense light blue gathers. Stars fade from sight, but far-off Venus faithfully keeps shining, flanked by a moon in curvaceous elegance. Sun-kissed blue, yellow gold in hue, joins the lightning russets and apricots. Powder puff edging, indecisive about deep rose pink or hot pink, decides on a colour somewhere in between. A glorious moment unfolds in stillness, in the pause between night's end and day's beginning. In quietness, creation sings. Trees along the fence line stand motionless, leaves and branches visible in silhouette. No sigh of wind, no sleight of breeze, no current of air to disturb their salute to the rising sun. I stand in silent solidarity as their honour guard welcomes the oncoming day. Yet invisible movement surrounds me. Sun, moon and stars stay travelling in their orbits. Earth keeps spinning. Cloud contours, textures and shapes shift in response to high-level winds I cannot feel. Now magpies trill their welcome to the coming sunlight. A rooster crows in the distance. The unceasing buzz of traffic carries from the highway. Life and creation astir, energy released. Another lovely moment in the infinity of time and space. A worship moment. An awesome, splendid God moment. Enjoy what tomorrow may bring you, what this evening may bring you. Bye for now.